I talk to growers on both sides of this issue. Man, my integrators want me to do certain upgrades. I ain't spending any more money, blah, blah, blah. And then I talk to some people who are like, yeah, they want me to do this, and I decided to do it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit today about a grower who did this, one of our long time customers, and he's a grower in Virginia. So in 2004, his company was actually offering an incentive that would up the pay per pound if he would do a few things like switch out computers, tunnels, some different things like that, and upgrade cool cell pads, some things like that. Anyway, it was an increase on a pay per pound that would be starting when he made the upgrades, no limit. So in 2004, he did those things. Did what the integrator wanted him to do. Reluctant, but did it. It took about 8 years for the increase in pay to actually pay for those upgrades. But that was 2012. 11 years later, he is still getting that extra pay per pound, long after those upgrades have been made. Now, go a few years back, and this same grower in 2019, same company, was strongly suggesting that there be some upgrades made. And there was no pay incentive on this right here. And I use this illustration because, you know, every integrator is going to be different. Every offering that they may make at some certain time is going to be a little different. So in 2019, the same company said, we are strongly suggesting that you go from curtains to a solid wall. He was a little reluctant. There was some other things he wanted to be involved in that right there, adding some insulation and different things like that. So he decided to go ahead and make these upgrades too. The other ones were pretty profitable, and so he decided, okay, let's do it. So took him a good while. He was out of birds for a little bit, so he had to do these things. But he did these things, made some changes. And what happened was, this was in 2019, and these upgrades are almost paid off now because of the savings in the gas bill, running cool cells, and different electric, all these different utilities. He's saving so much that within about 4 to 5 years, he's almost got them paid off here in 2023. But here is one of my biggest encouragements to you on this right here is, for those who have made these upgrades, the vast majority of I hear growers who've made the upgrades, the performance ends up getting better as well. You know as well as I do, you can I don't know why these birds are struggling to do the same, this, that, and the other. And sometimes it's even the same way too with maybe like upgrades. I don't know what's the difference. All I know is I made the upgrade to these 4 houses, and my other farm down the road with those 3 houses, I grow them the same way. But those upgrade houses, the birds are performing better. Now we are in a tough environment right now with antibiotic free, but we do take advantage of everything we can to help these birds get, because we are really struggling with all the issues going on. But I hear it sometimes a lot of times where it says, okay, we made these upgrades and all of a sudden our performance is better. I don't know why. We do everything else the same way. So there's some savings, there's some better pay with these programs. So there's some things to think about. But bottom line is too, if your birds are going to perform better, that can be money in your pocket too. And as I say on a lot of these videos, it's really all about turning this into a profit, because we're not really doing this for the fun of it, right? It's a lot of work. So if we can save money, if we can make more money per pound, and if our performance is better, we're going to be able to make money. But here's my other encouragement to you as well, okay? Those are positive motivators. Here's one that I want to kind of encourage you also. I'm actually videoing this at the farm, at our office, and between here and my house where I live, there's 2 brothers who were farmers, who were chicken farmers. Integrator said that they should make these upgrades. They didn't. They said we weren't going to do it. We're not going to convert these houses or make them upgrade. And they no longer grow chickens. You probably know people, just like I know growers all over the country, who basically got their contract pulled because they didn't make the upgrades. Now, this grower from Virginia in 2019, like I said, This company was strongly suggesting that they do these upgrades, saying that the future, this is where it's going. That might be a little hint that in a few years, if you don't go ahead and make these, then there's probably going to be some repercussions. And I know you sometimes feel like the integrator is controlling everything, and maybe you don't even understand, but unless you plan to change integrators, if they're suggesting something, you might want to think about it, because it could be that in a few years, you're either going to have to pay more to have those things done, or you're not going to be growing chickens anymore. So this is not necessarily a video going, hey, you need to do these upgrades and you're going to do better. It's more of just a kind of an encouragement to go, think about it. And maybe there's some things that you're not ready to do right now, or maybe you don't see how they are, or why they're wanting you to do these things. But just a video today to kind of say, hey, look, think about this. It could be an asset to your farm, and it could mean that you could make more money. So just something to think about. And every integrator is different, and I realize that. So I hope this was a help today, at least maybe to get those wheels turning, maybe get you thinking about something. Maybe you've been on the fence. So maybe these are some thoughts that may help you make a decision, yay or nay. So anyway, if you got any questions or anything I can help you with, be sure to email me, alan@southlandorganics.com, or give me a call, 1-800-608-3755. Thank you.